This is the Bestway SaluSpa Miami EnergySense AirJet Inflatable Hot Tub Spa. And let me tell you, the moment I got it out of the box and started setting it up, it already felt like my little piece of relaxation right at home. Just looking at it, it's round, about 71 inches across and a little over 2 feet deep, black with this smooth finish, and honestly, it looks pretty sleek out on the patio or even tucked into a corner of the backyard. I'd wanted something easy, portable, but still comfortable for soaking after a long day. And so far, it's delivered. When I first looked into hot tubs, I'll admit, I was kinda hesitant. Inflatable models always made me worry about punctures, awkward shapes, hassles with maintenance, or just not getting hot enough. But reading up on this Bestway SaluSpa Miami EnergySense AirJet, I kept hearing it was simple to use. And well, after using it myself, I get why people like it. So in this quick review, I'm just going to walk you through my experience, what's actually good, what felt a bit off, and who I think should look into this hot tub. Setting it up was honestly way easier than I expected. Out of the box, I just found the main unit and the pump. You use the pump to blow up the walls of the tub. There's an adapter, you click it into place, pop the hose in, and let it do its thing. You don't need any extra tools. It felt like blowing up a giant pool float, except this one actually feels tough and thick, not like it's going to pop if you touch it wrong. The sides use what they call DuraPlus material, which, in my opinion, is actually noticeably sturdier than the usual inflatable stuff. It's supposed to be puncture resistant, and after a couple of weeks, with my dog running around nearby sometimes, I haven't seen so much as a scratch on it. With the basic inflation and setup, I was ready in under an hour, and that's with taking it slow since I was new to this. The tub holds up to 4 people, but honestly, if you want to really stretch out and relax, it's perfect for 2 adults. 4 people fit, but you get to know each other pretty well when you do. For me and my partner, it's this perfect little escape. It'd work for a couple of friends or a small family with kids too. The heating system on this Bestway model is a big plus. It heats the water up to 104 degrees Fahrenheit, which is plenty warm, even when the temperature outside drops. There are 2 covers included, a regular cover and an insulated EnergySense cover. From my experience, this insulated cover really does help keep the heat in overnight, so you're not waiting forever the next day for the water to get hot again. They say it saves about 40% more energy than regular inflatable hot tubs, and I haven't noticed a spike in my energy bill, which was a nice surprise. That's one of those features I didn't think I'd care about initially, but it makes a difference over time, especially if you use it a lot. Now about the AirJets. This model has 120 AirJets, which basically means a bunch of little holes around the bottom of the tub shoot air out, creating gentle bubbles all around you. It's not the same as those really strong water jets you get in built-in spas, but for an inflatable, it offers a really soothing massage feeling. I like how you can control the intensity so you can keep it mellow or make the bubbles a little stronger. After a long day at work, just sitting back and feeling the bubbles surround you is honestly my favorite way to unwind. The control panel is pretty straightforward. It's digital, sits right on top of the main pump, and you can reach it from inside the hot tub. There are buttons for the heater, bubbles, and changing between Celsius and Fahrenheit, which I like since some of my friends still get confused with Celsius. You can even lock it so kids can't mess with the controls by accident. Mine spends most of the time showing the temperature, and it's super easy to bump the heat up or drop it down a few degrees. If you're worried about cleaning and water care, I'll be honest, it does need some regular maintenance. There's a filter cartridge at the bottom, and Bestway includes something called the ChemConnect dispenser, which slowly releases chlorine to keep the water clean. You do have to check the filter, clean it, and make sure you add the chlorine tablets. But even as someone who never owned a spa before, the instructions are pretty clear, and after the first couple of times, it just became part of my routine. Something I noticed the first few uses: the pump and jets can get a little loud, especially if you're sitting outside at night. It's not a deal breaker for me, but if you like total peace and quiet, it might bug you. I just use some music in the background, or I prop my phone on the built-in cup holder, which I use more often for my coffee in the morning than for drinks at night, honestly. One heads up for anyone new to these: it takes a few hours to heat up the water, especially after a full water change or refilling. That's just kind of how portable spas work. I tend to turn the heater on in the afternoon if I know I want to soak at night. If you want instant heat, that just isn't realistic unless you're running the heater most of the time, which isn't super energy friendly. When it comes to durability, So far, I really can't complain. This thing hasn't lost its shape, even after deflating it once to move it around, and the outer material still looks like new. The freeze shield tech is a neat touch too. It's designed to keep everything from freezing during colder weather, so in theory, you could keep it set up longer through the seasons. I haven't tried it in a full winter freeze, but it's nice knowing I have that extra bit of protection. Little things, like the ground detection system for safety and a reminder to only use the spa with a properly grounded outlet, show they put some thought into everyday use. From my experience, this is probably one of the easiest, most beginner-friendly inflatable hot tubs out there. If you're someone who's been thinking about adding a hot tub to your backyard or patio, but you don't want a big permanent build or a huge investment, I'd recommend this for you. It's great for chilling out after work or just enjoying some time with family or friends. It's also easy to move. If I want to take it down for a party or store it for winter, I can do that without help. The portability and the way it holds up over time make it really worth it. In conclusion, the Bestway SaluSpa Miami EnergySense AirJet has made home relaxation way more accessible for me. The setup is a breeze. It gets hot enough for a real soak, and the AirJets give a nice gentle massage. The insulated cover is a huge plus for saving on bills and keeping heat in, and while the noise from the pump could be better, it hasn't stopped me from using it almost daily. If you want a simple, affordable way to bring some luxury to your outdoor space without committing to something permanent, this is a great choice. That's my quick review and personal experience with this inflatable hot tub. If you're thinking about getting one or already have questions, I'd love for you to hit the subscribe button and leave a comment below. Thank you for watching.